Now I've got two Christmas cactuses here, one being a more reddish pink and the other a pinkish white. Now I don't know much about much, and I certainly don't know much about cross-pollination, but I do know that last year this plant's flowers were completely white and now they're a white pinkish. And I believe the reason is because this plant here has pink flowers, so I plucked that flower off and touched it against this one. As you can see, both these plants produce flowers, and if you don't know much about flowers, the one thing that you should know is that flowers have both male and female parts. Now let's get into some sex education. The male part refers to the stamen, and this is comprised of two things, the anther and the filament. The anther is this yellow powdery stuff you see on the top here, whereas the filament is the stalk that's holding up the powder. So to put simply, the yellow stuff is the pollen. Now the pistil is referred to as the female reproductive organ. See this little sticky thing on the top here? That is called a stigma. A stigma is the sticky tip where the pollen is received. Further down at the base of the flower, in here, you have the ovary. And like I said, I don't know a whole lot about a whole lot, so if you want to help me out in the comments, make my day. Now, because I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just going to do the same thing as I did last year because it seemed to have an effect. And if you've never done this before, I'm going to teach you how. It's very simple. You just make them kiss. One thing I will say based off my extensive knowledge is that it's best to do this in the morning and also between 1 to 3 days of these flowers blooming. When they're fresh like this, make sure they're not wilted. This is what the wilted flowers look like. Don't do it with these. Despite this being a cactus, this plant is actually not from the desert. It actually originates from the rainforests of Brazil, and it is triggered by colder temperatures. Hence why it's the middle of winter and it's in full bloom. And like I said, last year, this one had completely white flowers. So this is a really cool way of making hybrids of colors that you didn't even know you had before. I wouldn't mind getting a green and combining it with this one, just to see what it looks like, but we'll see. I've already got like 200 plants, so, you know. Penis.